The city of Lancaster announced an investigation into its police chief.
Stems from her actions during an investigation into an officer's use of force during an arrest last month.
An independent investigation cleared the officer of any wrongdoing, but it gets kind of muddy after that. Fox 4's Brandon Todd is in Lancaster with the story. Brandon.
Right, that incident you talked about where a lieutenant uses force against a pedestrian, and then really the chief's response to that is kind of what sparks all of this too. All of that caught on dash cam video. August 17th, 4:30 in the morning, Lieutenant Michael Fine approached a young man in the 900 block of Pleasant Run Road.
Come over here. Come over here. I said come over here. That's my taser. You're going to get tased if you don't listen to me. I'm right here. Because I got lights on, you need to come over here and talk to me. Okay, why are you grabbing on me, though? Okay.
Police say the young man is Alexander Tucker, and while being somewhat argumentative to the officer, he disobeys many of the officer's commands.
Listen, put your hands on the car. Put your hands on the floor.
When the officer tries to put handcuffs on Tucker, he only gets one hand secured.
The other hand. You put me through your bumper or something, that's what you're going to do. The other hand.
Here's where you see the lieutenant reach for his taser. Tucker was arrested. The next day, the chief watched and commented on the video.
At that time, Police Chief Wilson expressed that the incident was serious and appeared at a minimum to violate our policy.
On August 22nd, Tucker filed a complaint with Internal Affairs. Then, a taser instructor, a Texas Ranger investigator, and the assistant district attorney determined that the officer acted appropriately and didn't break any laws. Last week, on September 11th, the chief put the officer back on duty and exonerated him, 3 days before the investigation was complete. Yesterday, the chief was placed on administrative leave.
This leave is in an effort to avoid any questions or concerns regarding inappropriate conduct or the appearance of inappropriate conduct or behavior involving our officer and the chief.
The city manager says the chief's initial concern was different from her response to put the officer back to work without recourse. And that, she says, caused questions.
The images in the video are disturbing enough that the city would want to take a more proactive approach in having this matter reviewed and investigated by an independent third party.
And of course, we talked with the chief's attorney today. He told me that when she was told that she was placed on administrative leave, she was never told why she was placed on leave. We reached out to the attorney after that news conference, but still have not received a response. Heather?
All right, and Brandon, I know you've been asking a lot of questions. Were you able to find out any more about Mr. Tucker, who he is?
Well, the first thing we don't know is why he was approached in the first place. We know that he was eventually charged with resisting arrest, a misdemeanor, but his arrest warrant affidavit was so poorly copied that on the public copy of it that's posted online, you can't read any details.
Gotcha. Okay, and the city manager's statement, about the concern over the officer and the chief's behavior, that's all referring to the arrest, to the investigation, or both of those things?
Right. We had a lot of questions about what was given to us in this news conference. However, when the city manager wrapped up this news conference, she refused to answer any of my questions. So we're going to have to take what they've given us on face value. But still, Heather, as you mentioned, just a lot of questions in this as to what the motives here were and who's blaming who in all of this. And hopefully we'll find that out next week.
All right. Brandon Todd, live tonight. Thank you.